Back when flip phones were still cool, Neo had just dodged bullets in The Matrix and the world was losing its mind over Final Fantasy X. A quiet revolution was brewing. Bethesda had just released The Elder Scrolls III Morrowind, a game unlike anything most of us had played before, an open world not just to explore, but to reshape. Bundled with the game was the construction set, a suite of tools that looked more like software for developers than something a player should touch. But for those who dared, it was a doorway. This was the beginning of a community that didn't just play the Elder Scrolls, they built it, expanded it, argued about lore in forums, released broken plugins and zip files, and quietly laid foundation for one of the most vibrant modding cultures in gaming history. I had heard of Tamriel Rebuilt. The name was legendary, but I didn't know the full story. Was it still being developed today? Who is all involved with it? How large was the scope of the project? To understand it, I had to look back, not just to when it began, but to the roots that led there, and the branches that grew from it, to build a complete picture, one that stretches from the earliest ideas to where we are now. Technically, modding in the Elder Scrolls universe didn't begin with Morrowind. It began with its predecessor. Released in 1996, Daggerfall had a massive, procedurally generated world, and while it didn't come with official tools, players began editing save files, hex values, and eventually creating homebrew tools to modify quests and items. It was crude, it was unstable, but it was the spark. And though Daggerfall was a cult success in its own right, Morrowind wielded with it its most important element, a port to console. Suddenly, the Elder Scrolls wasn't just a PC oddity, but it was reaching living rooms across the world. The Xbox release introduced the game to a much broader audience, while the PC version quietly empowered that audience to tinker, alter, and expand the game beyond recognition. Then came Morrowind in 2002, and this time Bethesda made a bold choice. They gave players the same toolset their developers had used. It was like handing over the keys to Tamriel. Within months, mods were appearing everywhere. New swords, new houses, new races. Some of it was barely functional, some of it was brilliant, and some of it would go on to influence game design itself. Morrowind's awkwardness, its strange interfaces, its mysterious world design, its uncanny tone, would not only make it memorable, it would make it moddable. This was not a polished, complete world. It was a fascinatingly unfinished one. And for modders, that made it a fertile ground, the first quiet explosion in what would become a chain reaction, year after year, game after game, mod after mod.